laughter is the best medicine.
Kasi ang kasiyahan, siya po yung nakakawala ng stress.
Pag masaya ka, nakakawala ng problema at sumisigla yung buhay mo.
Kapag masaya kasi, kumbaga parang tinetreasure mo yung moment.
As the saying goes, laughter is the best medicine. But did you know that having a good laugh can do more than just boost your spirits? It can be good for your health as well. That's the philosophy behind laughter yoga, a practice that uses movement and breathing with the aim of cultivating joy, bringing out your inner child, and in turn, letting go of daily stressors. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez. Join me as we learn how maintaining a happy and positive disposition is beneficial for your health. Welcome to Med Talk Health Talk. If you're feeling stressed and anxious or just want to pick up that mood of yours, experts actually suggest a practice called laughter yoga. Now here to talk more about that, let's welcome Paulo Martin Trinidad, who is a laughter yoga coach. Hello and welcome, Paulo. I'm sure maraming nakakarinig na laughter is the best medicine, which is actually, there is some scientific proof for that. But explain to us why this is so.
Laughter is the best medicine kasi na-address niya yung mga needs ng tao, emotional, spiritual.
When it comes to laughter yoga, pag-usapan natin yon. Please tell us more about what is laughter yoga and how does it even begin?
I now call it Pinoy Laughter Yoga kasi Filipinized na. But actually, it started in India with Dr. Madan Kataria. Then I had my training under him. Then after that, I became the first certified laughter yoga teacher. The role of the teacher is actually to train leaders. To this day, I've trained more than 1,200 already. And they help me in promoting laughter yoga. Now, Pinoy Laughter Yoga, in a nutshell, is just laughter therapy.
Humor, laughter, that feeling of joy has to be there. But what exactly ang mga benefits nito sa ating katawan, physically?
Unang-una po, Doc, pag tumatawa ka, ang effect sa puso. Ang ganda ng effect niya kasi sa blood circulation mo. Tapos, pag tumatawa ka, since papakita mo sa mukha, visual, you look pleasant with people. Sabi nga nila, meron tayong tinatawag na mirror neurons, no? Na nangyari, pag nakikita na pleasant ka, anong nangyari, magkakahawaan yung mga tao. So, magiging pleasant sila. Hindi lang yun. Even if they don't feel good, pag nag-start na silang mag-effect nila yung happiness nila, nagpuproduce din sila ng oxytocin eh. So, anong nangyari, they begin to bond with each other. At the same time, Doc, it's proven that when you laugh properly, you can burn 10 to 40 calories.
Describe for our viewers, ano bang nangyayari sa isang laughter yoga class?
Sa isang laughter yoga class, ang tinuturo namin sa kanila is the right way of doing it first things first. So I tell them how to smile properly. So una, I let them work on the mouth muscles. Yan, smile. Ngiti sila, ngiti. Tapos sabi ko, sa exercise usually, there's a vertical way. O pag ano, i-fake mo lang, kunyari masaya ka, yan. Tapos, slowly increase nila by levels, pasaya ng pasaya. Ayan. Kunyari, masayang masaya. Normally, Doc, I tell them to look at the mirror. Since, Doc, ganito nangyari, pag normal na workshop, wala namang mirror, sila, they look at each other. Tapos nagkakahawahan sila. So, ayan, vertical. Pag horizontal naman, pag ganun. Ayan. Tapos, notice nila, sumasaya na sila niyan. Doc, next to that, activate din nila yung zygomaticus major muscles nila dito pag ganun. Yan. Or, I give them exercises, activate tapos pag ganun. Yan. Then lastly, ito na yung orbicularis oculi or the muscles around the eyes. Yan, pag ganun. Tapos, I tell them to do this. Okay, move your fingers, move upwards, tapos pretend you're happy, pag ganun. And as you go up, pasaya ka ng pasaya.
What I've noticed is, you can actually elicit true laughter, yung totoong genuine laughter, even there's no stimuli of something funny.
Doc. Actually, ang tinuro ng teacher ko, Dr. Madan Kataria, sabi niya, fake it till you make it. So, pinifake mo muna, until ayun na, sumusunod na yung brain.
If I were like, say, in a laughter yoga class led by you, how would things start?
So, I would do it that way, yung exercises mo na sa mukha. Tapos after, Doc, yan, pag masaya na sila, nakita ko, I start telling them to say ha, 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 ha. Or normally I will tell them, palaging sinasabi, 20 seconds of laughter is 3 to 5 minutes heavy workout already. That's according to the father of gelotology, si Dr. William Fry. So I tell them to tap their hearts. Kasama yung pangiti ng 1, 2, 3, sa ha, 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 ha. Tapos I tell them to hit the soft palate by saying the ha, ha, ha. Tapos yung hangyan, slowly, magiging parang hikab. Ha, 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 ha. Para mas na-relax sila. Yun. Ha, 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 ha.
Okay, so it is actually infectious. A lot of people who might be watching this may be a little skeptical. Paano kung malungkot ako that day? Will I be able to go to a laughter yoga class?
Doc, with that, I always tell my clients, ini-explain ko muna yung benefits. Ang maganda, I can win their hearts by that. Pero, siyempre, pag sinabi ng psychiatrist nila na hindi pwede, hindi pwede. So, ang technique ko palagi, tinuturo ko muna yung benefits nito. Tapos, may realize nila ma-outweigh naman pala ng benefits yung mga fears nila. Kaya naman pala.
How often should one be able to do laughter yoga?
Si Dr. Michael Miller, a cardiologist from America, would suggest idagdag na to dun sa mga daily workout kasi mag-increase yung endorphins nila. Pero ako, Doc, I really do it every day. Do exercise 30 minutes every day. Dinadagdag ko lang siya at least 10 minutes per day. Interspersed with deep breathing. Maganda every day, every morning. When you feel you're not okay, try to smile.
It's very interesting. What advice, what tips can you have for our viewers who are seeing this? And if for those viewers who are interested actually in attending a laughter yoga class, how can they reach you?
First, for the viewers who's very much interested into this, I would suggest that you do this every day. Every day. Do this religiously. Even if you don't feel like doing it, you try to smile, and you know the world will smile at you. Alam nyo, infectious yan. Miski walang tawa, nakangiti ka pa lang, marami ka ng endorphins, marami ka ng serotonin, oxytocin pa, pati dopamine. No?
So this is something that people, our viewers, can do in their own house?
Yes, kayang-kaya. But ito lang po, pakitandaan, after 20 seconds of yung tumatawa ka na, do deep breathing of 5 para wag ka mag-experience ng hyperventilation. Tapos for those who would like to reach me, my cellphone number is 0926-649-3779.
Okay, very interesting topic, and thank you for sharing all of those and the benefits of laughter yoga. Paulo Martin Trinidad, thank you so much for joining us today. A hearty laugh does more than just boost your mood. It can improve your overall well-being too. More on this when we return. So stay with us here on Med Talk, Health Talk. Everyone loves a good laugh. Now let's see how laughter or having a positive outlook in life really affects our mental and physical well-being. To tell us more about this, let's welcome John Cadiz Carandang, who's a psychologist and founder of Carandang Institute Mental Health Services. Thank you for being with us here today. Now, pag-usapan natin what really happens kapag tayo ay hindi lang masaya, pero pag tayo ay tumawa, talagang positive at that moment. Ano bang nangyayari sa katawan natin?
Well, to be honest, it brings us positive emotions. Yung positive emotion, it helps us to, somehow, it releases our emotional stress and even physical stress. Kaya nga kapag nakakangiti tayo, nakakatawa, kahit anong pagod, bumababa yung pagod, even the emotional distress, no? Na medyo nagkaroon ka ng counting problem or a little bit sadness at may taong napangiti sa'yo at napahalakhak ka na kahit paano, nalimutan mo yung lungkot.
Why can't we just be happy more often? If they bring such positive effects on our physical, mental, emotional well-being, why is it so difficult to be positive and happy all the time?
Happiness is a choice. It's a feeling. So in order for us to be happy, we have to consider the two things. First, the life satisfaction. We have to be satisfied with our life right now. kung ano yung situation natin ngayon, kung ano meron tayo. Ang tinatawag ko yung the psychology of wow, yung nagpapasaya sa'yo. Like, for instance, ipapasaya sa'yo sa simple chocolate from your friends. Somehow, nakakaramdam ka na rin ng, the second part is the positive emotion. So, the wow and the life satisfaction brings you happiness. Pero iniisip ko lang din, happiness will not teach you to be grateful eh. Gratefulness will teach you to be happy. Kapag pakiramdam mo, na-appreciate ka at na-appreciate mo yung simple things, it brings you authentic happiness in one way or another.
Now, for a lot of people who are watching this, and you ask them to be positive, it may be easy for them, but there are a group of people who find it actually difficult to see the positive things in not just things, but maybe people as well. So these people are somewhat overly cautious whenever they are around people. Is this something that they should change? Should we just accept people who are this way, or is it good to try and change them to be more positive?
We can't really change the person in a one snap, no? Talagang it's a process. Kung yun ang personality niya, para sa akin, so be it. But we have to also understand kung ano ba yung pinaguhugutan ng taong yon. Baka nga minsan, dahil concerned ka sa taong yon, baka makatulong ka. Pero kung wala naman kayong connection, like just an acquaintance or na-meet mo lang somewhere sa corridor at hindi naman siya in danger, hayaan lang natin. However, we have to be mindful na kung yun ang colleague mo, di ba, baka pwede nating pakiusapan. Remember the song Pananagutan? Walang sino man na nabubuhay para sa sarili lamang. So we are responsible also dun sa taong yun na somehow baka maka-spread siya ng toxicity eh. Yun yung pinaka-problema ngayon ng lipunan, yung the toxic person, no? How to deal with toxic people. Kapag alam nila na they are negative or they are not aware that they are negative people, parang pakiramdam niya they are entitled na to express their own feelings. Something like this person might lack some appreciation probably, or meron siyang unhappy moments or happy experiences na hindi pa na-address.
Now, what are some tips when it comes to trying to advise people to try and stay positive no matter how much stress and how much negativity there is in life, to really see the benefit, seeing the silver lining in things, even if the situation is somewhat not humorous?
3 A's, no? First, let us acknowledge our feelings, negative feelings, but do not dwell on them. Kasi talagang, when we acknowledge it, parang dadaan lang din yan eh. Pero pag in-embrace mo yung negative feelings, baka yun na maging cause ng serious mental health conditions eh. Although it's okay to be not okay, always remember that. Kung hindi mo pa kayang ngumiti or tumawa, take time. It's a process pa naman yun eh. Second, affirm yourself that you can do it naman din. But hindi nga lang ngayon. I am beautiful, I am loved. You can say it to yourself. Kasi, what is the greatest love of all? Sabi nga sa isang kanta. The greatest love of all is to love yourself. So, yung affirmation, napaka-importante, yung self-affirmation, is also sign of self-love. And the last is acceptance. Let us accept the things that we cannot really control. So, halimbawa, merong negative situations at sasabihin mo na lang ng kaibigan mo, okay lang yan, marami pa naman lalaki dyan o babae dyan, okay lang yan. Wait, hindi ganun kadaling tanggapin yung relationship ko na mawala. Siguro, yes, tatanggapin mo, pero hindi muna ngayon. Okay? Kasi eventually, yung healing process naman darating. So once you are already emotionally healed, then probably you can say na I'm a wounded person now, I'm a wounded healer. Okay. So doon, pwede ka nang makaramdam ng happiness, authentic happiness, na sasabihin mo yung naramdaman mo is just a phase of your life.
Thank you again so much for joining us in this episode. And you know, marami talaga matutulungan yung advice mo, especially those who find it difficult to see the silver lining and see the positive things in life. So thank you again for joining us here on Med Talk Health Talk. Our mood can be influenced by a lot of things. Stressors for one thing, lack of sleep, even the type of food that we choose to eat. There are certain foods that have been proven to affect our mental health, to even cause certain changes in our mood. Now, to discuss more about that, joining us now on the show is Dr. Aika Buenavista, who is a lifestyle medicine specialist from Lifestyle Med Manila. Hello and welcome, Dr. Aika, once again here on Med Talk Health Talk.
Yes, thanks for having me here again. I'm glad to be here to share my knowledge.
Let's talk about diet and our moods. How closely related is what we eat with our mental health, our mental state?
You've heard of a saying, what you eat is who you are. Actually, that's legitimate and accurate because we have what we call the brain-gut connection, the axis. So our gut is actually the barrier against our outside world. Whatever you eat, you absorb, it can go straight to your brain. We have what we call our gut or microbiome, which we need to take care of. And the reason why we need to take care of this good bacteria in our stomach is because it helps produce serotonin. So serotonin is what we call the happy hormone. It keeps us elated. We want that high. And again, if we do not eat the right food, we might affect the production or the amount in our system. That's why, again, that's the direct effect of our gut to our brain.
Okay, so the next question now is, ano ba yung mga food that can promote the production of serotonin in our system or the release of serotonin in our body?
So there are several types of food, but I'll choose the ones that we have usually in our pantry, in our houses. So one, banana. So banana has a lot of vitamin B6. So you want to choose the B complex vitamins. Why? Because it helps produce dopamine. Right? Dopamine, again, is our hormone that keeps us elated and happy. Another would be oats that are high in fiber, so anything that's whole grains, because you want a steady release of sugar. Just imagine a roller coaster. You don't want a fast release of sugar that suddenly you have that high, okay, you're so hyper, and then suddenly it drops. And then you feel so tired. That is what happens when you eat a lot of high refined sugars. But for bananas or oats, it's a steady release of sugar so it can sustain you the whole day.
Then why is it kaya, Doc Aika, that whenever we feel stressed, whenever we feel down, a lot of people tend to look at refined sugars. They look at chocolate cake, sweets, to feel good for that moment. Bakit ganun yung cravings natin?
Right. So one, because they're sleep deprived. Oftentimes when you're sleep deprived, you look for something that is high carbohydrate rich. And when you are stressed, because you release cortisol, a stress hormone, it makes you crave for something salty and something very sweet. So again, these are things that we crave for because first, our lifestyle is not doing well, right? Our habits are not good. So if you sleep right, you manage your stress, then you eat better.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate that that's the craving they go for. What should they do?
Yeah, exactly. So usually, we call it the cheat meals, cheat days, right? And the thing about that is you're eating your emotions. You're using food as an outlet for your stress, but it's gonna give you another problem. The problem with cheat meals and cheat days is that it's negative, the word itself. It's like you're doing something bad to yourself, so you feel guilty afterwards.
Okay.
Just an analogy, sa relasyon nga, ayaw natin ng cheating. Why with food, we're okay with cheating, right? So we have that negative relationship with our food. So instead, what we look for is complex carbohydrates, which means it's not just glucose, but you have fiber. Okay, you have vitamins, minerals. So you can opt for mixed nuts if you're kind of hungry. Mixed nuts like almonds, pecans, walnuts. We even have that in convenience stores. And what's good about this is that it has omega-3 fatty acids, which is good for your brain. So if you need to stay productive, you need that boost. And of course, the steady release of sugar. It will sustain you. What would you choose? Something that will just give you a high or something that will sustain you for the rest of the day?
Right. Now, there's another thing, Doc Aika, that a lot of people are familiar with, and that is comfort food. But these certain foods are known to be rich in a lot of, let's say, cholesterol, high in saturated fats. What can you say about this? Is this something that people should go for, can go for?
Yeah, so one of the most common comfort food that we know is chocolate. You know why chocolates are so enticing? It has a high hedonic rate. When you say high hedonic rate, it means it looks good, it tastes good, the texture is good. That's why it's so enticing to us. Now, For chocolates, you don't really need to remove it from your life, right? When you deprive, all the more you relapse. So instead, we will choose a better option. So opt for dark chocolates. It has cacao, 60 to 70% cacao. And what's good about cacao is that it has antioxidants. So if you're gonna crave for something sweet, you have a sweet tooth like I do, opt for something that is healthy, that gives you antioxidants. And still, it has that steady release of sugar, but still makes you happy.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, describe for us what a good balanced diet is. Regular foods, not just foods that we might crave for, but everyday food that will make an impact on how good we feel about ourselves.
So you want food that will actually make you feel good, sustain you, and make you productive. The Mediterranean diet, I would recommend that because it's a balance of everything. Just the right amount of fats, proteins, of omega-3 fatty acids from fish. Mediterranean is usually fish and chicken. And of course, you have a lot of vegetables and fruits, whole grains, fiber that gives that steady release of sugar, and even for taste itself, right? So you want something that looks good and tastes good, and you're not sad at the end of the day. I don't want you to feel sad at the end of the day. I want you to feel happy, but the right way.
To wrap things up, any tips, any advice, especially on how to eat healthy to improve someone's mental health?
So first, you have to realize and acknowledge your emotions first. Sometimes we eat not because we're hungry, but because we're in a bad mood. So sometimes you eat your feelings. So when you realize, okay, what I'm feeling right now, am I just sad, that's why I'm eating, or am I really hungry? And the term that I would like to use is to be mindful. When you say you're mindful, you care about it. Not in moderation because there's a limit that you need to follow, but because you're doing this for you, for your health, right? Because you care about it. So you know when it's too much, you know when it's not enough. You just eat right because at the end of the day, you care about yourself. It's self-care.
Thank you for being here once again, sharing your expertise, Doc Aika. Next time you're feeling blue, remember to aim for a well-balanced diet and perhaps try a session of laughter yoga. In the long run, it will not only boost your mood, but improve your overall health. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez, and thank you for joining us here on Med Talk Health Talk.